I'm Ben Martin, Andrew's smarter, funnier, and much, much classier brother. And for those of you that do know me, you know that all that is true. I want to start off by thanking both Van Boer and Martin families for everything that they've done in preparation for this day. The wedding has certainly been one of class, elegance, and perfection, and would not have been possible without all your love and support. Without your guidance, Andrew and Bridge may not have grown up to be such great people and eventually choose to marry one another. I think I speak for everybody in attendance when I say thank you for this day and for the wonderful evening yet to come. I also want to thank everyone that traveled from both near and far to be a part of this day. For some, it was a big trek, and I'm sure that the celebration this evening will be well worth the trip. To both of you, please listen closely. This night will be a total blur, and it'll be over before you know it. Remember to pause often and appreciate what's going on around you. Bridge, you look absolutely stunning today, and I knew you would. I sincerely couldn't be happier to welcome you into the Martin family as Jill's daughter, Kristen, my sister, and Calvin's aunt. You earned our stamp of approval years ago, and we are excited that you are now, for better or worse, an official member of Team Martin. I think that you're a perfect complement to Andrew, and I feel that you and he are two halves that make a very remarkable and a very dramatic whole. Now let's talk about drama for just a minute. First of all, ever since my wife and I got into town on Thursday, it has been non-stop drama. Every minor event becoming a total five-alarm crisis, which is exactly the way we expected everything to be. It's just Andrew Bridges' way. Andrew, starting at a very young age, had a remarkable way of getting me into trouble through his dramatic tears. At my wedding, Andrew talked at length about how I used to make him cry all the time. I did, because he made it so damn easy. He knew that if he cried, he would get me into trouble, and nothing in the world made Andrew happier than Ben in trouble. So in retaliation, anytime I had an opportunity to actually give him something to cry about, I would pick on him and make fun of him and beat on him until he cried. That's just what big brothers do. I don't regret any of it, and I like to think that it had a lot to do with him becoming a strong man. While we still butt heads from time to time, our arguments are fewer and further between, and usually don't end in him crying. But I am pretty sure that they would if it was more socially acceptable to do so. In 2007, Andrew managed to find one of the only women in Chicago, and possibly the world, that is just as dramatic as he is. On that day, the Drama Twins, as we affectionately refer to them, were born. It didn't take long for Andrew to reach the top of the drama meter around Bridge. You see, a few weeks into their relationship, Andrew came down from a serious illness. She was tending to her duties as a loving and caring new girlfriend and was taking care of him. While in his apartment, he sat down on the stairs, turned on the tears, and very seriously and sincerely asked Bridget if he thought he was going to die. She didn't know what she was getting into before then. She certainly did now. But she still decided to stick around. As best man, I don't feel it's my duty to illustrate Bridget's dramatic tendencies. After all, most of us here already know she can be awfully dramatic. Today, the Drama Twins officially became Mr. and Mrs. Drama, or, if you would prefer, the Dramas, which is a name that I hope lives on well into the future. While researching for this speech, I found a few amusing quotes that I really felt like I needed to share about marriage. Quote, all men make mistakes, but married men find out about them much, much sooner. Quote, marriage is nature's way of keeping us from fighting with strangers. Quote, never feel remorse for what you've thought about your wife. She has thought much worse things about you. And finally, quote, I have learned that only two things are necessary to keep one's wife happy. First, let her think she's having her own way, and second, let her have it.
Smart man.
All joking aside, Andrew, I want you to know that I'm really proud of the man that you've become. In February of 2001, you had a choice to make, and I couldn't be more proud that you chose to press on instead of shutting down. At every crossroad of your life, you have taken the high road when it would have been much easier and more acceptable to take the easier route. You've been a great brother, an ideal son, a wonderful uncle, and there's no doubt that you will be a perfect husband and the best father someday. I'm extremely proud to call you my brother and my best friend, and I'm honored to be the best man at your wedding. I ask everybody to please raise your glasses. I believe that your constant faith in your marriage and your wholehearted devotion to it will make your past pleasant and fruitful all the days of your life, and will win for you peace and happiness. And for Andrew and Bridget Martin, glory eternal. I love you too. Thank you. Cheers.
Please have